everyone, this is In-Game Arthur doing another boxing and a breakdown of the demo. This is Yoku's Island Express for the PlayStation 4. To jump right into it, this physical copy here is just a base vanilla version of the game. So there was an update available. This update was 1.02 and it was around 380 megabytes big. Now, this update did a slew of alterations, updates, and tweaks to the game, but either making more icons more present, little tweaks to the environment and levels and stuff like that. Nothing major game-changing or anything like that, but they just made the game a little bit more improvement over to give the game a better experience for the user. Now, I did play the entire game without this update, so it's not ultimately necessary to the experience, but it does come with some benefits of having that update. Now, as I said, I did play the entire game without it, and I didn't experience any issues or game-breaking bugs or problems, other than occasional camera issues where the camera got locked, and occasionally just had to just do a rigmarole of shoot my ball out of a different direction and come back, and the camera got fixed. Other than that, maybe a couple jumps here and there, nothing really major. Like I said, the entire experience I had with it was just smooth sailing. I had a complete, clean, fun time with it, so don't feel like you need to get this update. Now, Yoku's Island Express, I didn't really get into game subject about it, but the game is, the best way I can describe it is a Metroidvania pinball game. And it's kind of weird and different, but very uniquely done. Where, of course, you do like a typical Metroidvania where it's exploration and it's an open world environment in 2D style, and as you get more abilities and so forth, you unlock other sections in the level, fight bosses and so forth. It's that normal progression systems you would see in a Metroidvania. But what changes everything is that it's a pinball game, and they did it with such an interesting and mechanisms kind of style way that it just draws you in immediately. You play as a little dung beetle, and what really is cool in the story, you're a postman too, so you're the new mailman for the island, and it's really well done and just very interesting concept. And I never really thought about how you can use like a dung beetle's like dung ball and use that as a pinball. I thought that was really unique and original, and it was really impressed me in terms of just overall just concept built around it, as opposed to being a delivery person. How often in a video game are you a mail delivery person? And you actually go around delivering mail as well as delivering packages as other objectives, other than just saving the island. The island is currently being attacked by a god slayer. It has recently attacked one of the island's gods, and he is slowly dying, and it's your job to figure out who did it, why did he do it, and try to save the island god before the entire island gets destroyed. It's not really massively focused on story, but the exploration as well as the experience of the game is just what draws you in so much. The game has some pretty good soundtracks here and there. Mostly I only found 2 songs, the main menu song as well as the first town song were amazing. I even went out and bought them on Amazon just because I love the music so much. So some of the musics are really good and some of the other ones are, they're kind of just background noise. But the characters are all unique and everything like that. I really enjoyed them. Exploring, I can't speak. Exploring the map was a lot of fun too, in the pinball mechanic way. It just was really well done, and I just felt like I could not put it down until I completed the entire game, which is actually kind of cool. You can beat the entire game and still have a big part of the game left to explore. I thought that was really interesting, and just the overall experience about it. The only things I could probably gripe on a little bit is, granted, the updates might fix a little bit of this. Sometimes the ball doesn't respond the way that I've hit the ball, or which area the ball is I've hit it. I notice it just goes in a weird direction sometimes. Now, granted, the update does announce that they worked on the physics a little bit more on the pinball, but again, I don't update my games, so that was my experience offline without this update. It didn't ruin the game or anything like that. It just made me frustrated at certain moments, or made me an area take a little longer because I'm trying to hit the ball and it's just a little different sometimes. As well as I wish the game actually had like a multiplayer system. It didn't have to be in this campaign story, but I personally know my parents love to play pinball, and I actually like to play pinball machines as well. And sometimes they like to play a pinball game on their PS4 or some older consoles with each other, with my mom and dad. And I think this game could have had like a little multiplayer thing where you had 2 beetles or something like that, and you did a scoring system or something, just something with this environment, and use a pinball system, and whoever fell down a hole, rinse and repeat, like a normal pinball machine. I think they could have done something little there, just an extra little thing to do do once you've beaten the game as a multiplayer concept, because I don't think it would have been very hard. You already have the level layout and so forth. You just could have added a couple tweaks and put a scoring system. It just definitely would have gave another feature to the game. But the overall experience, even just one single player, I still enjoyed it. It's been a good amount of hours playing again, especially if you're trying to 100% it. It's one of those little games that I think a lot of people are aware that it's a very good game, and it's been highly praised and highly reviewed, and Steam it's highly praised as well. But just because it's so different and like the box art and so forth, a lot of people are probably looking past it and so forth. I highly recommend not to. It's a very unique game, and it stands out for what it is. It was just really good. I really enjoyed the experience I had with it, and I hope that even though it was a very niche, and hopefully it did sell well, and they can probably make on a sequel or so forth, or bigger plan or idea for another idea, because this was really fun, and we don't get a lot of pinball games, so I thought this was a really new concept, and really fun to do, and they did it in such a unique way. I highly recommend it, and right now it's pretty cheap to get a copy, so I will leave links down in the description if you're instant copying. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next unboxing video. Bye-bye!